I'm really happy to be here. Obviously, I feel very comfortable in this group. Since I've been an equestrian for a long time, I know a whole bunch of you for a lot of years. And I got to tell you, the equestrians in this community are a force to be reckoned with. And I want you to all remember that, because I think sometimes in the past, we're all busy, doing like for me, doing my trail rides, or, you doing your dressage shows or your Western shows or whatever you're doing, and we treasure that time. But in the context of equestrian in San Juan Capistrano, it is something we can't just take for granted. It's something that we all have to watch. We have to be active. You have to, and I say it in a good way, because you learn so much more about what's going on in the equestrian world in our own town, that it makes you a better citizen, it makes you a better consumer, it makes you a better customer. We have a lot of great businesses in this town that are equestrian oriented. We have a lot of great organizations like the Equestrian Coalition, the Open Space Foundation. We all need to work together. And when I first got on city council, I didn't see a lot of that. I didn't see a lot of what we have today, where we all are pulling together. The Equestrian Council now on the Chamber of Commerce is actually a group of businesses that have come together. They share the equestrian market, and they're working with each other. Where before, they may not have wanted to talk to each other. Now they're working together to stimulate equestrian uses in our town. And it's really great for me to see all the energy and the synergism and getting out the information about what's going on with equestrians in San Juan Capistrano, because there is so much. It is such a treasure. It is really, truly is a treasure. I did want to mention Renee Ritchie, who is a commissioner on our newly constituted Open Space Trails Equestrian Commission. Renee, put your hand up. So there's another resource for you. Someone who is an equestrian, who understands open space, she understands the trails, and she understands equestrian. So, where we have a lot of folks that are equestrian oriented, but we need more. We always need more. If you have spare time, please volunteer to join a committee in the city, to get involved, and to protect this lifestyle that we sometimes take for granted. It's I got to tell you, we can't be apathetic about it, because as any of you that were involved in this Measure B, you saw that there's a certain segment in this community that moved here 10 years ago, and they feel we don't need horses, and we don't want those smelly, big, hairy animals around us. And I'm not referring just to the men in this audience here, but you know what I'm saying. And I have to congratulate a lot of people in this crowd here that helped with Measure B and getting us a new equestrian center up there at the old landfill. I mean, that was huge, getting 34% of the people in this town to vote on a single item issue, in a special election where the average is only 20%. We got 34% of the people to come out, a lot because of the equestrian community and the fact that there was equestrian component there. And then for that ballot measure to win by 12 percentage points is huge. And I owe a lot of that to the equestrian community. So I really appreciate all of that. We have 42 miles of unpaved trails in this city, and about 15 miles of paved off-road trails and bike lanes. And that's huge. How many towns do you know of have 42 miles of trails? You can go to Montana, and you can have your ranch in Montana, But if you ride out of your ranch, unless you got 42 miles of trail, you're going to have to trailer somewhere to find trails like that. And we have it right here in San Juan Capistrano, where you can walk out any of these stables, get into a trail system that is pretty good. Not excellent, but it's pretty good. It's getting better all the time. In spite of the heavy rains that we had, we've been able to get all of our trails open and usable for the public, except the one over here, the one at Oso Road, the one behind Saddleback Christian. That trail just dropped off, it sloughed off. That trail has not been accepted by the city. It's not a city trail yet. We have not. They did some things there that got them in trouble with Fish and Game and with the district attorney's office. They've actually had some criminal complaints that they pled guilty to. So that trail is down in the creek, but they have recently agreed to put in a temporary trail up on top next to the ball fields. So you'll be able to ride from here behind Saddleback Christian all the way out to the northwest open space. Behind Saddleback Christian, all the way out to the northwest open space. Everyone know approximately the trail I'm speaking of? We recently got them to agree, because there's some issues that they want to do to make the school better and to grow the school, which I totally support, but they got to get that trail link open. And they've agreed to do that, so that's something that is coming. They're going to need some environmental permits to do the permanent trail, but we're getting a temporary one through there. And the northwest open space. How many of you were able to go to the grand opening of that? A few folks? Okay, that is the 68 acres that the city purchased back in 1990 on a bond that also built the sports park and the community center, where the Boys and Girls Gymnasium, all that is over there. We also got that 68 acres. Not much has ever happened out there except Camp Cookie, and that lasted a couple years and it dropped off. Well, if you know where Camp Cookie was, I invite you to go out there, drive out there, go in the gate, go in the staging area, park your car, bring your horse out, picnic there. You can spend a nice afternoon there and go out on the trail. You can walk, you can hike, you can ride your horse. So it's really a nice staging area. The work there was done by our Open Space Foundation. How many of you are members of the Open Space Foundation? How many are members? Anyone join up? I am. I encourage all of you. There's opportunities to join and get involved. There's another one, Open Space Foundation. That's the City of San Juan Capistrano Open Space Foundation. And it's a 501c3 that is committed to making our open space and our trails systems better. And it's a way for corporate donations to flow into a 501c3. They get a tax benefit and they can go and do other work. Now that they've worked on that and they put in the road, the fencing, water troughs for horses, hitching posts.
This has been a Low Boucher production.